Hello friends, and welcome back to another FlutterFlow tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be seeing how we can implement a chat on WhatsApp button which automatically opens WhatsApp so that the user is able to chat with other users on the WhatsApp chat. Alright, so first let's take a look at WhatsApp's official documentation. So as you can see that WhatsApp allows us to create our very own link over here. And we can use this link in order to open a new chat with an existing user with just their phone number alone. Do note that the phone number has to be a full phone number in international format, and we have to omit any zeros, brackets, or dashes when adding the phone number in the international format. Apart from just creating a new WhatsApp chat with the phone number of the user over there, we can also create a WhatsApp chat with the user as well as send a pre-filled message over here. So this pre-filled message will automatically appear in the text field of the chat and we can send it immediately. And we'll also be seeing how we can do that in this tutorial over here. And one very important thing to note for sending pre-filled messages is that the text parameter over here has to be in the form of a URL encoded pre-filled message. Don't worry for what URL encoded pre-filled message means for now. A URL encoded text is very easy and simple to implement in FlutterFlow with just a few lines of custom code that will be provided in the tutorial later. Alright, so let's get into the implementation now. Moving over to our FlutterFlow project, you can see that I have a very simple FlutterFlow project over here with two text fields. The first text field will enable the user to enter their phone number that they want to open a new WhatsApp chat group with. And the second text field is a text message text field which the user is able to use if they want to send a pre-filled text message. And I also have this button over here which basically opens the link and launches the link to open the WhatsApp chat. So the first thing that we have to do is that we have to implement some custom code in order to encode our text message. So over here, I've created a custom function called encodestring. And this encodestring custom function takes in a single argument called URI, which is of type string and type nullable as well. And it's nullable as well. The return type will be also a string and it will be nullable as well. So all that you have to add is these lines of code over here. So basically what this line of code does is that it first checks if the URI is not null, and if the URI is not null, then it encodes the string using this single line of code in order to encode the string and returns the encoded string over here. Else if it is null, then it just simply returns null. So it's that simple to encode a string. Moving over back to our widget tree, now we can go to our chat on WhatsApp button and we can open the action flow editor. You can see that I've already added the function or the action to open the WhatsApp chat, but let's just get rid of this for now and we'll do it all from scratch. So first we have to create a new action, and the action that we want to search for is the launch URL action over here. So for the URL value type, we want to select from variable, and for this we want to search for a custom code expression. We want to add some arguments as well. The first argument will be the phone number. It will be of type string, and the second argument over here, we want to name this argument the text message, and it will be of type string as well, but this time it can be nullable. So firstly, let's deal with the phone number argument. For the value of the phone number argument, this will be from our widget state, and it will simply be our text field 1 phone number over here. Now for our text message, is a little bit more complicated since we need to encode this string. But for this value, we'll just select our custom function instead, and we'll choose the encode string custom function. And we'll pass in our widget state, and we'll pass in the text field to text message over here. So now this will return the encoded text message for us. The last thing to do will be to specify the actual expression in this format over here. So first, we'll copy the starting port of the URL over here, which is https://wa.me. So we'll copy this and this basically calls the WhatsApp API. Next, it'll be the phone number over here. So for this, it'll be $, and it'll be our phone number argument that we specified over here, argument 1. After the phone number, it'll be a question mark. Then we have to specify the text parameter over here. So it'll be text equal to our URL encoded text, which we can access from our text message argument over here. So it'll be $, and it'll be text message. And one more thing that we have to do for this expression is that we have to enclose this whole expression in double open and close inverted commas to tell it that it's a string. Now we can check for errors, and there are no errors, it's all good, and we can click on confirm. So we can close the action flow editor, and that's it. It's that simple to open a new WhatsApp chat in our FlutterFlow app. So now let's just try testing out our new WhatsApp chat app. An additional thing to note is that if you want to open the WhatsApp chat, is that if you want to include this functionality in your own apps, you should use the WhatsApp chat button over here that they specify in the documentation. Alright, so test mode is just loaded up. Let's just try opening a chat with an existing phone number over here. Make sure that it is in the international format over here with no brackets or spaces. If we leave the text field over here blank, and we just try to open the app, you can see that it prompts us to open WhatsApp. And you can see that it automatically opens a new chat with the phone number that we specified. Now let's try adding a text message, a pre-filled text message that we want to send automatically as well. And once again, it prompts us to open WhatsApp. And you can see now that when the chat is open, that the message is already pre-filled over here. We can just click to send it to our user as well. Alright, so that's it for today's video. If you'd like to learn how to use a similar method to open Google Maps in your FlutterFlow apps, check out this video over here. You don't want to miss it. Alright, thank you and goodbye.